and I haven't yet been through wardrobe or makeup, so in about an hour you won't recognize me, okay? I'll be totally different. I'm the narrator of tonight's show. Has anybody not seen Star Wars? Anybody not seen Star Wars?
Right here. Oh my God, right here.
Right, what is your name? Anita has not seen Star Wars. Is she the only one?
Probably.
The only one who speaks. Anita has not seen Star Wars. What is the difference between Anita and the rest of you? Anita has a life. She doesn't hang out in these weirdo nerdy space. I, on the other hand, have seen them all. And indeed, I'm the only person to work on them all. And that has taken on and off 33 years of my life.
Wow.
And I will tell you that there have been a number of pinnacles. One is Star Tours, which is a Disney ride, which we're currently remaking. One was being on Sesame Street. There's another one, which I can't remember. And then there is Star Wars in concert. And I cannot tell you, as a classical music lover, how much I'm enjoying this night after night after night, as is the orchestra. And it's a tribute to John's music that we can all enjoy. The show is constructed in such a way that you, at the end of this evening, will know everything you need to know about Star Wars. In simplest terms, okay. However, I'm probably preaching totally unnecessarily, but to the choir. There are a couple of technical things that I may or may not have been pointed out. I've just arrived in the rain from Central, wherever we are. And just a couple of technical things that may or may not have been pointed out to you or been obvious about. First of all, the microphones are up here, generally. And you know enough just to drop your books down a bit so that your mouth is pointing at that. Otherwise, you'll bounce off and hit the screen. The one thing that you may not have realized is that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 cameras woven into the set or up front or whatever. And they're on variously. I talk to the one, pretty much I talk to the one that's up front, so I'm having an intimate relationship with a red light about 500 yards away, being very close to person. Are you staying for the second half?
No. I am. We will tomorrow.
Oh, we're doing this tomorrow?
Yes.
So you get a chance. You do get a chance to get it right. That's in Cincinnati. And then I invited the guys from the music hall at Pete. They're having their own concert. Wow. There is a very big screen behind you, and you will long to turn around and see what's happening. Tomorrow you will see the second half and understand. It's compilations from all 6 movies. What happens though, at various times, the cameras come alive and they actually shoot. They're shooting the orchestra. During the bow, when I introduce you, then the cameras are on you, and you won't see that. But be aware that you could be on the screen at any point. So can I ask you, first of all, to put your badges behind your back, because then they don't show up on camera, and you don't look like an engineer. But secondly, to kind of stay absolutely professional, facing forward, not going. Okay. That's a big thing. You already know these songs, don't you? Does everybody know where they come in the arc of the story? Right. So you know. Are any of you a church group?
All over.
You are, even the preacher tonight, you are the epitome of evil. You are the voice of the demons dragging souls to hell. You're Cardinal Newman's versus Conrad. And you are the dark side. And they're wonderful things. They're 2 very good numbers. It's a shame that none of these numbers were written in the earlier movies, you know. But the big thing is the attack, as I'm sure Dirk, isn't he terrific? I told you that, you know, and it's difficult because you come in pretty much a cappella, don't you, on that first thing. I give you this big thing. They would not remain hidden for long. What did yeah. And then, I don't know if you realize, but those who've seen it, your second act number, you're equally evil. Because at this point, there's this nice guy called Anakin Skywalker. Starts off as a cute kid, grows up to be a nice guy, but behaves a bit strange. His mother is killed by some really bad people. He doesn't like that. He kills them. And he goes further than that. And then he meets this girl and he really likes her. And then he becomes crazed that she too will die. And then he meets an evil man who says, I can teach you how to make her live forever. So he follows. And at that point, that is where the story of Star Wars stops being a nice thing and goes bam, crashing down. You all realize this? You are at a pivot point, a turning point in Anakin's future. He is doomed from that point, ultimately. And what do you say at this absolute crisis point? What's your opening line? You go, So it's not the best line to go,
It's the voice of evil.
So again, it's full of venom. Okay. Any questions so far? We have enjoyed doing this concert so much, and what you will get, I think, beyond any concert you've ever been to, is I don't know how many people are in the audience tonight. I wouldn't come out in this rain and tell you I'll stick at home and get a pizza. The people who are here will, I believe, give you enormous energy. I hope you were able to hear it reflect the stage. The audiences have been overwhelming in their praise and support thus far, and tonight, I don't think it's going to be any different. And tomorrow night, we get to do it again. Is this a cup? This is Christine, my partner, and occasional teenager. Which brings me to another point. If you would like, tomorrow, we could, if you wanted, it'd be wonderful if we were in a room like this, to make a group shot, if you would like.
That would be great.
Yeah. But we might have time tomorrow. This is the soundtrack now. So if you can think about that tomorrow and how you might, how many are there of you?
60.
What a noise there's going to be. Very exciting. How's this go?
It's just the new director of all of it.
So let's think about taking a picture tomorrow when we're all in show clothes and whatever. Any questions tonight about anything? Anything that anybody isn't sure about the concert or how, what the words, they are Sanskrit. That's as far as anybody knows. Do you know what they mean in Sanskrit?
No, kill your enemy, something
Kill
like
your enemy, or we're not really happy about having pizza for supper. Words like that. Any questions? You're probably all wondering, if anybody wants to see the famous gold suit, it's out in the exhibition hall, so, and I am not wearing it. So I will see you next, all on stage, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm delighted with this show. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.